4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome to IdiOtBlog 343. This is idiotburns. What's up? How you guys doing? Let me go share this blog and let me show my face. What's up, guys? Good morning, afternoon, and evening. Hope everyone's doing well. Alright, who are we featuring today? Antiphon. That's who we're featuring today. Let's go to the user. It's Antiphon842. But you can find him at P-H-O-N, Antiphon. Like antiphonic, I think it means. I don't know what it means. I can't tell you what it means, but I'll tell you what it looks like it means. Oh yeah, this is sick. IdiOtBlog. IdiOtBlog 343. Featuring Antiphon 842 at Antiphon. Go. Post it up. What's everybody doing? What's everybody up to this Metal Monday? Does everybody know that I do a show on Mondays called Metal fucking Mondays? Sometimes I forget that it's fucking Monday. I think it's fucking Sundays. I forget to play the metal music. I skip right past it and I'm sorry. So if I catch it, I gotta make it Metal Monday. Ooh, you guys ever eat these stacks? They aren't that good, but they're cheap. So they're kind of better because they're cheap. If that makes any sense at all. They taste good because they're cheap. What are you listening to? Songs in Development, an album by Antiphon. Beastly. This stuff's good. You ever hear somebody's music and you think they're better than you? I'm getting a little bit of that right now. I think I could make his tone a little bit crispier. Crispier. A little more, I like to really get them loud. This is good though. Pretty well mixed. I just like things to sound a little more forward. It's probably better for adding more than one, making it more than just an instrumental. Put it that way. I suck up the waves. Whether I'm on a beach, soaking them, whether I'm in my jet ski, shooting them out the back, or on my guitar, like sucking them out my mind and shooting them out at people. Like laser beams for emotions. Oh yeah. Okay, I want to talk about some BandLab stuff that I've noticed. I've noticed that if people follow too many people, they can get banned. If people get reported, they can get banned. And it's been kind of unfortunate. It's mostly done by automatic systems at BandLab. I've had it happen to me a few times. I try to just let them know so they can work on the issues. But I recently ran into something kind of weird. Since I'm in an album here and playing an album, why don't I just show you on my phone? I'll turn the brightness down a little bit so you can see it on the phone. And I'll go over so I can double check that you're able to see it by going to my streaming app. Can you see it? Maybe a little bit less bright because that's a pretty white colored album. There we go. Can you see it? Yeah, you guys can see it. This is Antiphon album we're listening to, right? So if you go down to the bottom, all the way down, it recommends for you to listen to someone else. If it's a metal album, it's going to recommend Jared Kenneth Johnson, the first guy I played on the blog. But, like, maybe you had an argument with Jared Kenneth Johnson. In when you first came on here, you're doing metal and you wanted to work. I didn't. But I'm just saying, I'm just making up a scenario. Maybe you aren't cool with Jared Kenneth Johnson. I don't know how that's fucking possible. But people have blocked me, so. What I'm getting at is, look, it tells you who to listen to. On my Portal Beats album, it doesn't show related artists in my opinion. It shows related artists in BandLab's opinion. And it's basically just regurgitating stuff from the Explorer area, which is not only redundant, but it's kind of annoying that you can't pick who your album recommends. If you're going to go get a record deal, you can go no until you find a place that has artists that you like. And then your material won't be promoted with Maroon 5 or something, right? Now I get that it at least has a genre thinking thing, but some albums, most of mine, are very cross-genre. And I don't want to make a beats album and then at the bottom of it have it show you a bunch of other people that make beats and then have you move on from my page. I'd rather just show you my other 5 albums of beats or show people who forked my beats work. So I think it would be really cool, and I think other people should ask for it, the ability to control who's promoted at the bottom of your albums. I shouldn't be the only one who thinks that's kind of weird that they tell you who you promote. I'm not on a record deal with them, So, I thought it was kind of a weird feature of the website. You guys give me your opinions on that. What do you think? Do you think that's kind of weird? I don't know. It's kind of odd. So it's 11 p.m. where I'm at. What time is it where you're at? What time are you listening to this? Go ahead and share with me. I'm a little curious about it. And now I'm going to go back and one more time I'm going to mention that the artist we're listening to is Antiphon. What's up, dude? America's Great Journey just joined the chat. Yeah, so Antiphon, and it's got 2 capitalizes going on, the anti and the phon, right? So maybe he just hates talking on the phone. No, I'm just kidding. 11 o'clock where you are, 11 o'clock where I am. Oh yeah. Nice. I feel like that was like a Logic or GarageBand drums right there. I use those like crazy because they're really easy. I mean, even when I want to play the drums, and sometimes I don't. You know, like kind of like I do play the drums for a while, then I'm like, nah, I couldn't get the idea down. I just go program it. Fuck it. I want to make the song. I don't know how many of these are the same or what happened there. But it's called Met All Up. I'll feature you tomorrow, dude. Lyric Master 87. I'll feature you tomorrow. What is that? You're at Lyric Master 87? Just let me know. Yeah, this is good metal. Like I said earlier, this is the kind of metal that kind of makes me feel inferior. Doesn't last very long because I'm pretty self-confident, but riff by riff, it chips away at my. That's the thing about this. This is, you don't know who's a professional. You don't know where their experience is. You know, so that's why I'm going to read a little bit about this guy. It says here, "Hello world, I'm Joe, and I write and arrange songs for this page. Play bass, and in development stage of songs, also guitar." So I guess he doesn't like his guitar playing. I keep listening to it, and I'm like, he's a good rhythm guitarist. Let's just say that. I'm a bass player originally, right? So you're like bandlab.com/lyricmaster87, or I would like tag you by going at lyricmaster87. So I know you're on BandLab, if that's because I only feature BandLab, so that's how you get featured. You got to be on BandLab. Like if you're, that's interesting. If somebody was like, how do I get featured, and they weren't on BandLab? Let's say they're a YouTube follower or something, like they caught wind of me somewhere else, or someone said something, hey, and they're not on BandLab. I don't go to SoundCloud or anything like that while I'm doing this. I do it all. I always do BandLab artists. So you got to put at least some songs on BandLab, right? Now, if you're already a BandLab bloke like me, BandLab folks, what's up? Dude, no big deal. I'll feature you in a second. You request me to do it? Hell yeah. It makes my job easier. I don't have to go hunting. I know who I'm doing next because you asked for it, man. So you come here in the live chat and you ask for it, hell yeah. I put up these little things on my page sometimes. It goes, I'm about to do a blog again. I'm about to start them back up. Give me some recommendations. And I won't do that very often because I hate having to delete them. And I hate wordy posts on my music page. So I like to get rid of them after I've been there for a little bit. I get some interaction, then I delete them. So if anybody ever wonders why their old conversations with me are gone, it's just because it's messy looking to me. It's like, you know, sharing the same song over and over again or something. Cool. I'll totally get you, Lyric Master. 872. Woo! See, that's sweet guitar, dude. I'm sorry. Maybe you want somebody else to do the guitar for you, but dude, I dig it. I dig your guitar work a lot. It'd be cool to get some Julius Martin is my name on BandLab. Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen you around, dude. I know who you are. I remember who you are. I'm sure I've listened to the music before too, because I feel like that's a real familiar name to me. It's like I know ya. Thanks, BandLab. Julius Martin, that's a cool name. Julius. Watch picture-in-picture. Play videos in the foreground while you do other things in Firefox. That sounds weird to me. Just reading something that was on my screen, guys. So, do it. So,
he plays the bass, and in development stage, of course the bass is great on this stuff, but in development stage of songs, also guitar. He also liked to participate in other projects, and he's happy about every feedback, no matter how it turns out. So thanks a lot. I think it would be cool to get this guy to play bass on a couple of my tracks. I should send him some tracks before I feel like doing the bass. That'd be fun. Are you mostly a bass player? You can tell me anytime you catch this. You're in Germany, you're probably asleep. It's probably like 4 in the morning or some shit over there. Let's look it up. What time is it in Germany? Anybody got any guesses? Time in Germany now. Oh, it's 8 in the morning. Wake the fuck up, dude. Come listen to the blog. Sweet. Okay, so Antiphon most recent post is he's so proud of what H. Gray made with this song, and H. Gray is who recommended I play you. So give her another shout out for bringing you to my highlight. I'm here, bro. Is that you? Is that you? Why Refanan? Why Werefanan? Werefanan. Why does that sound like a song name to me? Oh, okay, so is he on BandLab? Let me know. I could hop over there, go read his profile or whatever. But, okay, so the guitars are played by someone else. That's cool. So, like, it's Antiphon the band. Joe! Is it Johann? German exchange student in my high school. There was 5 of them. I dated one of them, and I became really good friends with another one. His name is Johann. The girl's name was Alina. That was the only girl I ever dated in high school, from my high school. His name is really the Joker. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. From far away, it looked like that at first. I don't know the bass riff. I just want to play to the rhythm. Add a little bit of a nasty twang to that. Down, down. Hell yeah, dude. Amon Amarth. Last concert I went to, they were there, and it was Megadeth, Amon Amarth, Suicidal Tendencies, and Metal Church. Metal Church was first, then Amon Amarth, and I was like, whoa, because Amon Amarth pulled up with like this big old ship, and then they broke down, and it was Suicidal Tendencies with Dave Lombardo on drums. And at that time, I did not know that he had joined Suicidal Tendencies. I knew he was in Infectious Grooves when they did that, but I guess he came in as a drummer on that, just on the album before that, just released a couple months before. Joey Esther. We got some people all over the globe here. Some West Coast Washington, Germany, India. Heck yeah, this is cool. So, yeah, so I saw him on a Amarth. They had this whole ship and this whole, like, theme going and like singing at the front of the bow and jumping off and landing and like this whole theme going and like people coming in on the stage and all kinds of stuff and flags and then like the ship was blowing up and man, that was cool. But then Suicidal Tendencies came on and just played a show with nothing fancy. It was like you were at a bar and the guy's just doing that, walking around thing the whole time. Like kind of how like him and White Zombie like do that. Like they do this thing where they're like just like across the whole stage. You're like, dude, just walking around like that makes me tired. How you able to sing doing that, right? Fucking amazing. Oh, gonna get a vocalist on a phone. It's gonna be awesome. Some killer songs. Yeah. And it's better than me, I hope. Because my voice is screechy and barely go for fry. I hate going fry with my voice, you guys. That's my problem with metal. My voice does not last if I go fry. I gotta sing like this. I can't put the shit to it, or my voice will be gone in one song. Man, I would play shows at smoky bars, and like 4 songs in, I'm like, can you hear me? So I eventually moved it way on over to singing down in the back of my throat like this, and then I would just like on the last notes, on the last things, just when it was needed, you know? So when I saw Suicidal Tendencies, the bass player was phenomenal. He was doing slap, pick, and finger technique throughout the show, switching it all up. It was really good. He's the bass player in Infectious Grooves. This guy, fucking sick. So it was like the bass. It was like the rhythm section of Infectious Grooves, and the guitarist, the longtime guitarist and singer of Suicidal, and then this new guy they had at the time who was just flinging lead out. The guy is a lead genius. So there's this one, I think it's like World Gone Mad, and it came out like 2017. I do think it's the best Suicidal Tendencies album. Maybe I'm biased because I saw them play like the whole thing live, but I literally listened to that album like 100 times before I stopped listening to it. Just walking around, singing the lyrics on the street, walking everywhere. I was walking around my bike everywhere, so I was just singing it all day long. And they had this one song that I just loved, that I sometimes, after the album was over, I'd just go back and play it on loop like 10 times. Yeah, that's a great band to see live. I didn't even fucking know they were at that show, and I got the tickets that night. Someone gave them to me for free. Me and my buddy, longtime bandmate, got handed some tickets. We're like, we're there. Walked it down the street to the show. Hell yeah. This stuff is sick. I'm glad you guys have a vocalist. Is it like a local vocalist, or is it like a BandLab vocalist? And are you guys like a local band in Germany? Are you guys that manifest onto the BandLab, or are you kind of more a BandLab creation or an online creation? Let me know. Oh yeah, I hear that. This is cool though, too. So you hear that thing, that octave that's like just slightly out of itself with the 2 chords, and you pull 2 notes, you pull one up. That is something I love doing. My mom, whenever she hears me doing that on one of my songs, she's like, "Why do you do that?" I guess for some reason it bugs her, but I don't give a shit, Mom. You're not gonna change me, Mom. Different places. All German, but different places. That's a big place. It's like Texas or something. Texas with a bunch of mountains and snow in the winter. It's like Washington State, Germany is. Yeah. I was just about trying to start to get a live band back together when Corona hit. It was very upsetting to me because I was actually starting to make some pages where I was going to kind of show what I was doing and over here. Because I've created a lot of stuff and I haven't really shown it the way I like to show it. I just shared on BandLab, which isn't bad. But I like people getting drunk and stupid to my music, you know? Germany is small, yeah, it's small. But, I mean, what's the relative size of it? Like Washington State size? What do you think? I could literally go on a hike in a different place every weekend in Washington State for the rest of my life and still not hike all the trails. So, I ain't that small. What about Germany? I'm gonna look up some stats here. Square area of Germany. This is a fun blog, guys. I'm just digging the music. 138,000 square miles. And let's do Texas, just because I want to. That's why I compared to it first. 260. So we'll do Washington. Probably be more close. It's like 2 Washingtons. 2 Washingtons? I don't know if you know this, but all of Washington State is squeezed over in 1/3 of it, and the other 2/3 is like the coulee and the mountains and sunshine and deserts and plains and rolling hills and fields and fields and fields and desert. And then a mountain range, and then like coastal, cold, temperamental sogginess with not real rain but drizzle all day long, right? Mountains that stop that all. Everything hits the mountains, it just stays here. Convergence. And then everything over here, it's sunny 300 days a year. And it snows stuff, but it's nice and beautiful. And you can grow any kind of crop you can imagine growing in Mexico right there in Washington. I don't know if people know that about Washington. 2/3 desert. 2/3 of that desert has 1/3 of the population. And those are where all the Republicans are. And that's where I'm from. I'm a centrist, libertarian, anti-fascist, non-Antifa. Because Antifa is just communists. What? Is it the same song? I gotta leave the pages to see everything. That's a new one. That tripped me out. That was like such a good cut and then went. I was like, what? I'm not dropping my likes right now during the show. I try to do that, but it doesn't always happen. Yeah, I've been really wanting to do a Zoom band or just some Zoom jams. Yeah, that's where I feel like I'm from, Eastern Washington. That's where my heart is. That's where I want to retire. That's where I developed who I was. I was raised in Western Washington. I became a man in Eastern Washington. My parents have a house in both sides of the state. I can say whatever I want. You're from where your heart is. To the woods over here. We could just retire in somewhere lost in the middle of the Cascades. Leavenworth. I would love to be in Leavenworth. Featuring a German artist talking about Leavenworth. It's a Bavarian town. Everything looks like a 1700s, 1600s Bavarian style buildings. And you can't build anything that isn't like that in the main town area. it would violate their code, their building codes. Pretty cool. Plus, once my parents finally retire, I can say, my parents are from Chelan. My parents live in Chelan. And then I don't have to say I'm from Chelan. People just assume I am. My brother's the one that tried to enroll in high school there. He chickened out last minute. He was gonna live with the Mitchells. Whoa, this is cool. Little change here. What's up? Another brick in the wall. I just saw these messages here. Darker Tomb. And strictly for music. What's up? Haven't tried this one yet, and I just tried it today. It's a Bang, and I've been trying some of these different flavors, and I was looking for some flavors to try for my son to try and be like an ADD medication. Hike from Tacoma to Seattle. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm in Tacoma right now. What are you talking about? Are you in Tacoma area? What the fuck? And end up in Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, you can. You can hike from Vancouver, Canada, all the way to Chelan, Washington, too, through the Cascades. You can actually hike Cascade Loops here. You should look that up. I know people who spent 3 months of their summer hiking in the Cascades without coming out of the Cascades. You fucking crazy? Are you crazy? What are you eating when you're out there? Just powdered food? Must be fishing. Remember, I saw a guy, he was only out there like 3.5 weeks, right? And he was just finishing up his trip. And he finished up his trip at the same spot we did. And he was on this dock, and he was taking his shoes off, and his feet literally were a blister. He was like a 60-year-old guy going with his kids who were like in their 30s and 20s. These different range of kids. And maybe late 20s, I think it was. And his whole feet was a blister, dude. Both of them. It was like, what the heck, dude? How are you walking? Meanwhile, my brother has a few blisters every time, and I never get blisters. I do not get blisters. That's probably the main reason why I don't mind labor. Because I could dig it all day long and never get a blister. I don't even get calluses doing hard work for some damn reason. They just peel right off the next day. If I do. I have a callus right here from like years and years of drumming. And it's like, you can barely notice it. Yeah, man, hiking, that's brutal, dude. But it's like, it's therapy, and it's like reconnecting. Something about it. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, my wife's really into the genealogy and the history, and that's cool. "22 generations ago, my family came to America, and then a few generations later, they split off. One of the brothers started the Mormon religion, the other brother went back to where they came from, in Belarus, and they didn't come back here until the early 1900s. That's just one part of my story. What? Is it a real drummer too? Let me know. I need to know. So, I don't usually tell you what song you're on if I'm doing an album, but something. Hatebreed. Original. Yeah. Oh. This bass is good. I'm just fucking having fun, guys. I'm just listening and rocking out to this shit. This is a listen fest today because it's stuff I like, and it's Metal Monday. That drug back a little bit on the guitar there. And that's not a critique, that might have been on purpose. You know what? Sometimes I think it's like stupid when I'm just sitting here like, but it's nice to see people like enjoying your music, right? You know? People like actually rocking out to your shit. Like this. Yes, this riff. What? 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 Boom! Vodka twirl sticks. I don't twirl them. I like to point at people in the audience. Give them fingers. They like that, actually. I don't know what it is, but if you can like give people the fingers while playing the drums in between snare hits, they're like, me? Me? Come on the stage. There's something about it. You get people like, how'd you get everybody moving in a circle? I just kept giving them fingers, drawing them out, and all of a sudden they were all fighting each other right in front of me. I used to see a band that would do that all the time, and it really inspired me because I fucking thought it was so cool, dude. Zeke, one of those cool bands. We used to practice in the same spot as them, so they'd be like over there, hey, let's go smoke weed with Zeke. Oh yeah. Let's go smoke them out, you know. They're better than us, let's go smoke them out. Maybe they'll invite us to a show or something. And that's cool. Dude, how come you don't sound like Rammstein? People fucking say that to you because you're from Germany. You're from Germany? You don't sound like Rammstein. You don't sound like Autobahn. That's from Lebowski. Autobahn. It was Flea's group. I like this part here. It's like It's like almost poppy, but it's not because it's still metal.
Rammstein is Rammstein. We're at the fun.
Okay, what was cool about Rammstein when I was in high school in 1999 was that there was a music video of theirs, and it had footage of them live, and they're like catching their arm on fire and shit, and they're like on fire on stage.
What? Pyrotechnics on the body on stage? You fucking badasses.
There's nothing more badass than singing the song that your band created while catching yourself on fire on stage and surviving and doing it again the next night. What? As like I saw a show and like a singer like pounded a nail into his nose, like a big old nail, and then like sang a song and then pulled the nail out and there was no blood. It was a fucking stunt. The band is full, but what about you, Joe? You still collab on here? I mean, there's no requirement to collab. It's just a rampant thing that happens. My mom's grandma and all my mom's aunts and uncles all speak German. And when my mom was born, they spoke German in the household all the way up until she was 9. But they didn't speak German to the kids. But they did speak German to each other until my mom's mom died. He married someone else, had more kids. They moved to Mexico. She left him. He stayed in Mexico. He's dual citizenship. He's had a real interesting life. I could talk about the crazy stuff he did some other time. He knows 4 languages. Greek, German, raised speaking German and English, learned Greek in college, and then learned Mexico in life. Spanish in Mexico. And living in Mexico. Blah. Blue Tingle. I never heard of him. I'll have to go look some band up and find him after the show. Dude, some of these riffs are just really driving. Yeah, these are my kind of riffs, dude. How did I only hear you like one time before this? 2 times maybe, I think I heard you before this. I knew you were metal, I just didn't catch on. I've shared this before and people were like, oh god, you saved my life. I think it was like Liam Nail was like, dude, that was the most useful thing I ever learned. I cleaned my ears out with a Q-tip. Not with a Q-tip, but with a bobby pin. See this, the bobby pin? I don't know if you can see this. It's like a pin for your hair, and I kind of just pull it out a little bit so it's got like kind of a loop to it. Kind of like a real small but long paper clip, and then I use that to just kind of clean my ear. And I've done it on the show every once in a while, so I just explain to people that's a good way to go in there, pull the stuff out, and not jam it in deeper, and kind of just clean the edges up without, I don't know, I just feel like Q-tips just shove it all in there until like you have a problem. I'm one of those guys who gets a lot of earwax. I'll just be sitting there doing like homework or writing something down. All of a sudden, some piece of earwax falls on the paper, and I'm like, oh, my ear itches. And then just a bunch of earwax will fall out because it gets dry or something. So it's been a problem of mine. Whatever. Are we going to listen to this whole album? I think so. Where are we at? Where we at? Let's go to Antiphon, yeah. I'm gonna find the other songs, yeah. Well, we still got 7 more after this. I don't know if we're gonna finish it, but well, my grandpa recommended I take Spanish so I could come down there, and he was always telling me, you come down here for a year, I'll give you $10,000. Like, I don't want to fucking go live in Mexico for a year, dude. I was playing in bands and shit, and I went to college, and then I had kids. I'm not gonna fucking go live in Mexico for a year. He was like, why? Marry some sugar mama. What are you talking about? He's like, oh yeah, those Mexican girls do anything to date a white American guy. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm looking for a real relationship, not looking for that. Come on, Grandpa. He was always trying to, when I would go down there and visit, he's always trying to introduce me to these, I'll just say it like this, overweight women. And he'd always say, overweight women are easy. It's like, dude, Grandpa, I don't care about that. With inflation, he would say, oh, there's been a lot of inflation, so I can actually only pay you this much now. He would not use it to make it so he pays you more. I wouldn't worry so much about that. Put it this way. My Aunt Rose borrowed $60,000 from him, and then later like $90,000 from him, and she still had like not quite gotten everything that was she was eventually going to inherit. So she was like bugging for more money, and he said, fine, I'll just give you the rest of your inheritance now, but just know that when I die, you're not getting anything. So he wrote her out of the company and the trust, because it's not really a will. He has it set up as a trust and a company that all of the brothers and sisters are involved in. He's actually had to cash out a couple people because they were just, I want it now. And he's like, whatever, you're gonna get less now. But he cashed them out. And yes, the grandchildren are also in there, all 30 of us. So there's something coming at some point, right? I'm not worried about it. I don't act on, money doesn't motivate me. Money doesn't change how I do. Security does. I don't want to work at Boeing for the money. The money is going to be good, but I want to work at Boeing for the security. That's why it'd be really cool to have my own business. I know that's not security, but if you master your own business, you can find a way to make it that. I mean, there's all hiccups can happen anytime. I got laid off from Boeing. You can get laid off from a place like that, right? And if I was working for myself, I probably wouldn't be laid off right now, and no one would be able to tell me what to do about COVID because it's my company. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to wear a mask. Get the fuck away from me. Oh yeah, Mexico, thrash metal. Maybe I should have moved there to be part of that. Damn it! Damn it, Jim! Mexico loves Metallica. Like a lot. Like a shitload. Metallica is their Barbara Streisand or Celine Dion. Okay? I don't know if that's true, but Wasteland. This is fun stuff. There's been no lyrics, and it's still good. And then lyrics are gonna get added. See, that's when you know you got something. And the level of musicality on some of these songs, it might be a bit of a challenge for the guy, but as you saw, I was ripping some shit out. If he's a creative match, he'll do it. He'll swing it. He'll hit a home run with this shit. He should like pick his 4 most favorite ones and do them, and then you guys just put it out like as an EP or something, man. Get everyone excited and wanting more. Oh yeah. Oh, coming from my wife who's not a big fan of metal, that means a lot. Oh, like that. So I'm not gonna try and tell you which of your songs remind me of my songs or whatever, but this is definitely one of the ones that does. I'm not gonna try and like, this song reminds me of this song I did, and this song, but I'm like, this definitely reminds me of something I've made before. Something that was in the Killer selection this year. I think it was Killer Experiment. But like I said I wasn't gonna do that. Well, I had some topics, but I ended up getting lost in the music and the chit chat here, and that's all good. And the random thoughts. Woo! Those drums are cool. Written on paper? That's so 20th century of you, dude. How cool. Parchment. I'll keep getting that third like chord thing early in my mind. Oh, that was cool. It's kind of like a little bit reminded me of Spiders right there. That was cool. What I'll say is, these songs, the guitar riffs and the bass riffs really dance around. They really dance around the drum beat, and they kind of give you these different feels. And the drum beat stays in its groove, if you will. So what I do when I write is I usually either do it like off somewhere alone, or I segregate myself away from people and I'll kind of write about what's going on, or write then. Or what I'll do is I'll play a song and I'll like write to it and rewind and play and rewind and play and like write to the song. So the faster I can write it down, the quicker I can do it and not lose the thing that's in my head, that's coming to me. And because I always think like the first thing that comes is better than the second thing that comes, and the second thing that comes is better than the third thing that comes, and the 10th thing that comes is sometimes better than the first, second, and third, because you knew you needed something better and you had to really reach for it. But it's usually that 1, 2, and 3 that are the best. And then after that, it can get stale for a while. It doesn't mean you can't come around and find something juicy, but there's something about that first thing, that first thing that the original riff that you wrote so far or whatever inspires you to do next, or what that song inspires you to do the first time you're doing something to it. That might be me, but it's kind of like that. It puts me more in that band setting. Like what we would do is we would have like 2 guys play the song and 1 guy kind of sit and try and do lyrics. Or we would like play the song and kind of work on parts back and forth, you know? Like play it, and then be done, and be like, what's next? Oh, that, no. Okay, well, we tried 2 things. Let's play the whole thing again, and then try something, and then try something else. But what about this afterwards? Okay, let's play the whole thing and go to that. We practiced the little riff that's new. Oh, we got it? Okay, let's try and play into that. We do it, and finally get it, and we'd be like, nah. Let's try something else. Sometimes we just keep going until we found it, but usually we go, no, that first thing was the best, wasn't it? Yeah, that first thing was the best. That was way cool. So there's something about like the process, letting it flow, that's I've found to be true. Dude, you guys stop on a fucking doornail. Is that this expression? I don't know. Stop on a dime. Stop on a doornail. I don't think that's the one. What? This has got like a slap and thump going on the bass. I don't know if it is slap, but it's got like that might be in the kick. And just the way he's playing to the kick, that's like giving you that feel. I need to shave. My beard's trying to connect to my body hair. It might not look like it on camera, but there's a bunch of nasty shit going all the way down here. Okay, so I've been getting these bangs, right? And I got some of them that were flavors I was going to get my son to try and use it as kind of like an ADD medication, because the caffeine kind of helps him. And I was like, I saw this flavor. It was called Radical Skedaddle. And I was like, that's a weird name, and I have no idea what that means. That's not a flavor. Radical Skedaddle is not a flavor. That's like a brand name for a flavor, right? So I was like, let's try it. It smells like women's soap, bath soap. Women's like hair shampoo. It's so hard to drink because it fucking smells like shampoo. Every time I put my face to it, I'm like, ugh, ugh. Drink more. Hibiscus coconut and mango perfume. What's it taste like? Wax, crushed Smarties, and lavender. What the hell? Not a song, just an idea. They're all just ideas. This is an album of ideas. Well, we're reached an hour. It's a big old long blog. I had a really good time. I really enjoyed sharing this music. Really cool. My wife is using reverse psychology. Yes, shade. I hate you with a beard. Because she knows that when she tells me that she loves my beard, it makes me not want to grow it. And it's weird because the reverse psychology is working. Yeah, guy, that was awesome. Thanks a lot, Joe, for providing the tunes. Thanks to H. Gray. Was that who it was? Let me go look again. It's in my post right here. Before we go, might as well thank the artist and the recommender, which was... Let me see the comments here. Yep, Hope Gray. H. Gray. She recommended a few people, but it's Metal Monday, so I knew who I was gonna do today. And then tomorrow, I know I'm doing tomorrow. Lyric Monster 872. So stay tuned. America's Great Journey. Dun, 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 dun. That was cool. Dude. Alright, guys. I'm just gonna get lost in the rest of these songs and I'll just be here 20 more minutes, right? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So I'm gonna put a song in a band I'm doing with somebody. And then I think we're gonna try and get a few songs done before we release them. So keep waiting, guys. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good stuff. Well, another brick on the wall. Guess what? America's Great Journey asked right at the beginning of the blog, when can I be on? And I said, well, tomorrow. So you'll have to poke in line right behind him for a Wednesday slot. Hump day. You like hump days, brick on the wall? Huh? You like hump days? you like humping all day long? Doing weird faces for no reason. Yeah. I'll catch you guys both. What's the, why don't you type your @user or whatever, or leave a message on here and say, hey, yeah, I'm user whatever at BandLab. I'm down to feature anybody by request. Totally gonna be doing Lyric Master tomorrow. Alright, guys, I really appreciate that. Like I said before, remember, we are music. So have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And thank you all for watching the show. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, or whatever you like to do. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, give me a totally ignore everything I just said. I don't care. It's up to you. But we are music.